Soup is one of those meals that's hard to justify by itself as a whole dinner, so Ben is going to show us how to take some croutons and whiz them up to the max with some fantastic Brie toasty dippers.
This is a slightly lighter broccoli soup. We're going to bulk it out with some beans.
Okay.
So we've got some butter beans and zest of a lemon as well. So nice fresh flavours, but quite filling because of the beans. And we're going to serve it with a toasted cheese sandwich, Brie style. Okay, so start off with the base of a soup, just a couple of cloves of garlic, which if you can just crush and peel.
Can do.
And I'm going to dice the onion over here. Now this is the base to pretty much any soup. Very simple.
So you can put any flavours on top of this, can you?
Pretty much any veg. So if you start off with garlic, onion, and a little bit of veg stock, then beyond that you can mix up the flavours that suit you. We don't need to worry about dicing these onions up too finely because the whole thing's going to be blitzed at the end anyway.
Okay.
But they can go into our pan, just a shot of oil, a little glug, and our onions can go in there with our garlic. We just let those sizzle away for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we can move on to our main veg, which is going to be our broccoli. Okay.
Broccoli.
So all we need to do is cut that up into rough pieces. Now, the very, very woody end we won't use. We can take that off and get rid of it. But the rest of the stalk, absolutely fine to go into the soup. So you waste very little, that's all you're wasting. For this, it really doesn't matter about keeping them so they don't look nice because they're all being blended down into soup anyway. So you're not looking for florets, you're just looking at it
as well.
It hacked up. Yeah, just as well. So our onions are softening away there, which is looking awesome. If you put our broccoli in now, along with stock. Now, we're going to cheat and we're going to use a little bit of water in there like so, a little bit of milk, just so it's a really enriched, creamy soup.
Oh, nice.
And I said stock, but we're just going to use stock cube. Okay, so this is veg.
Yep.
Okay, crumble that in. You want just enough water to cover the broccoli and our beans. Now, our beans are going to make this really filling. So this is a soup you can quite happily have as a main course, especially when you've got the toasty sandwich as well. So really, really extra sort of protein coming in from those beans. Just drained butter beans. If you can give that a quick stir, then all we need to do is bring it up to the simmer and let it bubble away for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, we can make our toasty. Very, very simple. We're going to use some stale bread, and I'm going to do the Brie. Now, when people think about broccoli soup, you think broccoli and Stilton, broccoli and Brie. It's a very classic combination. So we're going to put it into our sandwich. We'll take it out of the soup and into the sandwich.
Okay.
Very, very simple. And this needs to be straight out of the fridge so it's cold enough to slice, because it's sticky stuff. And then, Jay, if I just give you these bits of cheese, turn them over, because the butter's going to go on the outside of our toasted sandwich. It goes nice and golden.
Lovely. Could you do this with any other cheese?
Absolutely. Any cheese you've got lying around in the fridge, going to work, no trouble at all.
Red Leicester.
And
Wassel.
plenty of black pepper. Black pepper works really well with the Brie. That's load. Beautiful. Our lid goes on top. So there's our sandwich ready to toast. Our soup needs about 15 minutes of bubbling away, and then we can move on to the next stage. So our soup's pretty much there, been bubbling away. If we can get the sandwich into the toast machine now, that will need 3 minutes or so. So a nice hot grill, the butter on the outside means it'll crisp up a treat and melt that cheese inside. And meanwhile, we can blend our soup. So if you can just give that a good blitz. And while he's doing that, I'm just going to grate some lemon zest into the soup as well, so really fresh flavours. What we haven't yet done is season the soup, but because the stock cube is already quite salty, plenty of pepper. That's looking pretty smooth. Let's have a look at our cheese toasty. A couple of minutes in here and a nice golden colour. Oh. Look at that. So we'll have him out of there. Plenty of that oozing cheese. Give it a good slice like so. And we'll serve up a lovely portion of our soup. Look how sort of velvety that is. That's the beans that makes it that beautiful velvety smooth.
Lovely.
So there we go, a whole meal in itself. A broccoli and bean soup with Brie toasty, sorted.
That is lovely. You don't taste, it's weird, you don't taste the beans, but you can feel the texture of the beans.
Like a velvety kind of, a velvety soup. And the lemon just lifts it right at the end. And these, you've got to grab yourself one of these.
Let's have a look.
And that's where a soup becomes a meal.